me. Yes, click on this, click on more. Now click on users. Can you see enrollment method? Right? Here we have self-enrollment. Can you see the self-enrollment? Yes, enter any password of yours. Write down anything like 1234, your name. Are these a 4-letter, 5-letter, anything, or it may be a 1-letter. Right? Check that. Before that, check this, please. Check कर दीजिएगा एक बार. Right? Clear? Now save it. Save it. Save करना मत भूलिएगा. Right? First save it and now share with other people. Clear? Okay, जी. Now query to anybody else. If anybody want to ask anything, please write your question in chat box. I think there's no query. This is a little long. Can I unmute? Okay, Sunil Kumar, you want to ask anything, I think. Ma'am, can you unmute Dr. Sunil Kumar?
Yeah, he can.
Yes, Doctor. Okay.
Hi, Professor. Like, that can we share video in our course, like which are created on our LMS? Want to add some video files or MP4? Can you do that?
So first of all, you just have to upload this file somewhere. Actually, when you want to share your videos on this LMS, first upload this video on either on YouTube or somewhere else, right? Or Vimeo, and then give link here only.
Okay, so we can share link of video.
Yes, link of video. So okay.
Not video.
No, you can directly upload here because it will take a big space. Actually, my class is only providing you the LMS. They are providing a small space here. If you want to upload a file also, they cannot like allowing you to upload more than a 10 MB file here.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. I think.
Sir, I have a question. Can I ask?
Yeah, sure, ma'am.
Yeah. So actually in today's, the 7-day session, we have got across to know many other platforms also. Like one of the session was taken on insert learning, wherein we had also taken up an assignment and we had created the study material. Suppose we are making this course and we will be putting across that link, because we are having that link through which students can go in and they can view whatever changes or whatever, however we have made. But in that case, we cannot integrate here. No, they need to have again insert learning ID and then they can access here, or is there any integration method that is there?
Ma'am, actually, right now, for example, now we are doing classes on Zoom, right? Some people are using Zoom, some using our GoToWebinar, some are using Google Meet, some using Microsoft Team, right? Similarly, when we talk about LMS and other systems, we cannot integrate two systems. It's not possible. So either people are using Google Classroom, maybe you have a good platform of that. Either you can use Google Classroom, you can use LMS, you can use OpenEDX, right? So different things are available. So it's totally depend upon you what kind of like system you want to use here. Yes, ma'am. So it's totally depend upon you, right? So if you want to ask anything, you can ask.
Hi, Arun. Good evening. Let me add here to this query. Actually, this My Class is based on the Moodle. And Moodle has been suggested by UGC in their training programs also to be massively done. And so we are also doing it in the similar lines. And this My Class is providing that free facility for teachers to join. Otherwise, for even training, we could have put up the system like KIT is already having Moodle in place, but they are not offering free for all the other teachers. So, okay, someone can keep using telling you how to drive a car, but if you are not having a car, then how do you practice that? So that's why we have chosen this. And but otherwise, you are free to take any LMS. But yes, once you learn.
So I think, ma'am, you got your answer.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, Arun sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Indeed, it was really a great session today, and rest of the sessions also. In fact, today they came to learn, and now with the click of a second, all the evaluations can be done.
This is possible.
So
And I think the LMS is too good in that case, because people are facing problem like when you're working on Excel, but in LMS, this is all automatic, right? You will get your charts, your data, analysis, everything ready-made.
So for the rest of the participants who are from outside, it's completely a new learning for them. Thank you so much, sir. Our director sir has joined, and Dean sir also have joined in the session, and we'll be starting the valedictory function within a few minutes. I would request you to be there. I know you have a session, so, but still then you can be here.
Right. Yeah, well, I will definitely join that. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Arunji, I must say that I had personally great learning from your session also. In between, I had a little bit of...
Good evening, sir.
But I was, good evening. So...
So a very good evening to one and all present over here. I'm sorry today we can't take the break for 10 minutes, which we used to. Extremely sorry for that. So here we have come to an end of the 7-day long FDP program. So it is really, really great honor that all of you have gained interest on KIT School of Management, KIT University, along with the collaboration which has been done with HRD Government of India. So all the participants have indeed, there has been great responses so far. I was going through the assignments which has been done based on OBS, based on IL technique, based on the Moodle. So that seems that there has been great amount of learning during this time of 7 days. And I hope all of them carry sufficient baggage with themselves and they try to execute in their own universities and colleges. Thank you all the participants for being here. So before I start, let me welcome our director, sir, Dr. Saroj Mahapatra. So Dr. Saroj Mahapatra has donned many hats with distinction in his long professional career spanning 30 years in industry and 8 years in academics. He has held leadership position in renowned corporate groups in India like Tata, Bajaj, Jindal, including Navratna PSU, SAIL, and multinational POSCO. He has also taught at XIMB and has been the director of Jaipuria School of Business at NCR since 2016. And after his joining at the helm of the B School, it has registered a phenomenal growth in the reputation in NCR for all-round development. Dr. Saroj Mahapatra is the director of School of Management, and after his joining, the school has recorded a great success in the terms of the institutional growth. I would thank Dr. Saroj Mahapatra for his extended support during the 7 days of the FDP program. Thank you, sir. We also have with us the Dean of our school, Dr. S.N. Mishra. So Professor Mishra is a true academic in the sense that he has done his PhD in the area of economics, and both of us share the same guide, Dr. Padmaja Mishra. So Dr. S.N. Mishra, he was in the Indian Economic Service from 1976 to the cost-benefit analysis of World Bank projects and handled International Development Agency DEX. He was an officer in Indian Defense Account Service from 1979 to 2012, when he served as a Director of Finance with DRDO Financial Advisor and Joint Secretary to Indian Air Force and JS Aerospace. He has authored the Defense Procurement Manual 2005, drawing encomiums from the Prime Minister's office. And both Dr. S.N. Mishra and I share a paper which is International Financial Management. I welcome you, sir, to this advanced FDP program on advanced technique in designing MOOCs. Along with that, we have Dr. Bimal Rao, the project head of GATT TLC MHRD. We have heard her during this second day of this program. Dr. Bimal Rao, who is the coordinator and National Resource Center of Chemistry of MHRD and the project head and joint director of GATT MHRD. And she's one of the minus in implementing ICT in higher education.
I think you can leave this part because participants are already aware. So let's proceed further. Yeah,
so
please.
With that,
thank you for your.
Before I start, I would have a small video to play showing the journey which we did in terms of this 7-day program and the kind of efforts which has been done by all the faculty members. Just have a watch over this small video. Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am, yes.
Sikta, we can't hear anything.
Please let me continue the video.
So thank you so much for being such a wonderful participant. Now I would request all the participants to share their, whatever the journey by far we had from day 1 till day 7. Since day 1, we had with us Dr. Debashis Das, who has dealt us around with the simulation techniques, and Dr. Submit Malik, who has engaged with the talent of how to design MOOCs. In day 2, we had with us Dr. A.K. Bakshi, who stated about the role of ICT and the designing of MOOCs. Along with that, we had also Dr. Bimal Ra stating about how to design e-content. In day 3, we had with us Dr. Arun Jalka, who very extensively take us ahead in terms of designing and learning LMS model. And we had learning related to IL technique in terms of designing by myself. In day 4, again we had Dr. Arun taking up with the LMS content uploading, and we had our professor, Dr. A.K. Sir, who very extensively explained about the use of Microsoft Whiteboard and the use of Google Classroom, and to incorporate it in the online teaching methodology. Day 5, we learned about OBS technique and how without having our own studio, we can generate our classes and record our classes. Along with that, we had Dr. Joydeep Vishwas with us, who very intently take us ahead in terms of designing interactive PPTs using Pear Deck. In day 6, we had with us Dr. Svetlana Vidyadhar, who engaged us in terms of leading us in taking up the content development and instructional design, and have with us Joydeep Vishwas sir, who had dealt in terms of creating your own presentation using Prezi. On the request of that, Arun professor has also explained in a very quick manner how is Canva can be used as an extended tool in terms of designing your posters and PPT. And today, at last, in day 7, we had with us again Professor Arun Jalka, who very extensively take us ahead in terms of creating our assessment tools, and within a click of seconds, how we can evaluate 300 students. Thank you, Director Sir and Dean Sir, for your extended support. And thank you, Dr. Bimal Ra, for this program. Now I would request all our participants in order to come over and give their feedbacks.
Good evening, all.
You can. Yes, Sanjeev Kumar, sir.
Good evening, all the wonderful people there.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, all of you. And my feelings are very different. I have an energetic feelings right now. Even feeling sad about that is going to be end today. Hope definitely I'll expect some more sessions from your side, because a wonderful coordination and a composition seen from your side, especially Shikta ma'am. It's really great work from your side. Initially, while registering this, I have a crooked opinion about online FDPs, like we only register for certification purpose, but you just break down all my crooked opinions, and you showed that even we learn extraordinary things from online. And really wonderful thanks to all this entire team. Thank you so much, and we wish you good luck for your future endeavors, and we expect many more sessions from you. Thank you so much, all of you. Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, any more participants?
Hello.
Hello, Sadanand.
Ma'am, good evening. First of all, I extend my heartfelt thanks the Guru Angad Institution and KIT, also MSRD, and especially extend my thanks to you, because you have nicely organized this. No, there is a concept that there may be more complex in organizing online training program, but last 7 days, what I have enjoyed a lot. Though I am the student of history, but I learned so much things, so much new things about the teaching, learning through online process. Though the government has instructed us to teach online students, but making the use of online, use of different tools to teach the students by organizing different PPTs with different online modules. This is the new things what I have learned. And for that, especially, I extend my thanks to all the resource persons, Devasi sir, Sambit sir, Bakshi sir, Bimal madam, and Arun Julga sir so nicely taught us. Even you taught us, ma'am, Ashok sir, Joydeep sir, Smeta ma'am, all of you that you have taught us, what you have shared the knowledge. I think we will be improved more ahead to improve our students. And for that, I extend my heartfelt thanks to all of you, all directors, directors of the Guru Angad, KIT, and also MHRD. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, all of you, by giving those, giving this sort platform to learn about the online courses. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Good evening, Shikta ma'am. This is Dr. Anuja. I want to say something.
Yes, Dr. Anuja.
Hello, good evening, everyone, all the respected dignitaries. It has been a wonderful experience learning online teaching methodology because what I believe is this is the transition phase, and due to COVID-19, teachers have faced the biggest challenge of our lives, so that we have to transfer ourselves from blackboards to the computer screens. So many of us were finding it very difficult. So this from the last 2-3 months, I have attended many webinars, to be honest, but this was one of its kind webinar where actually this helped us in going through this transition phase, like how we can get new skills. So I would like to thank the director KSOM, Shikta ma'am, Vimal ma'am, and everyone for such a wonderful organizing. And we are looking forward to more such webinars in future with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Shikta madam, I would like to speak.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Good evening, all of you. I am respected Director, KSM, Dr. Saroj Mahapatra, respected Dean, Yashir Misra sir, and Dr. Ras madam, Shikta madam, all our, esteemed participants. This is a wonderful, program, nicely coordinated by Shikta madam. Absolute passion and intellectual enthusiasm she has displayed is simply fabulous. She was very passionate, erudite, and all along she has been tirelessly, engaging herself in seeing that the program becomes quite successful and trying to reaching out to each and every participant in the nicest possible manner. So what I would like to, first of all, I would extend my thankfulness and gratitude to the great KIT University for organizing a wonderful program in coordinating Angad University and MHRD. Second, the engagement of the teachers, wonderful teachers, right from Devashish Misra, Mr. Julka, and Shambiti, and all our teachers, Ashok sir, Shikta madam, and Dr. Bakshi, the Vice Chancellor, and Rao madam, and all other Shwetalina, and others. Ashok sir, so nicely shares that he has dealt with that concept of Google Classroom, and Jaydeep Bishwa sir. Everybody was fabulous in their own right, and this was absolutely, I was thinking that online program is something very, very complex and what it looks like, but so nicely and so illustratively things were explained. Yes, we are the beginners. We have to consolidate going ahead. We will look forward to many more courses of this nature that will definitely give any credibility to what we have done right now. And this is wonderful program. KIT has so many, Historyscape. Definitely, this is one of the finest programs that are recently organized. And one thing that I would be able to speak, I think the entire, participant of 80 participants will agree to the fact that Shikta madam is the primus inter pares, the pivotal. and around the entire, I mean, things is revolving, entire fabric is revolving around her. She has demonstrated the unique capability of organizing such a wonderful program. Thank you, madam. Thank you. God bless you. And you are one of the finest gems of the university. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you all.
May I say something, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Good evening, everyone. I am Deepshika Rautrai, and what I can say is that we can't thank you enough for everything, every session. Every session was really interesting. That was highly informative. I mean, you kept us glued to each of your session. We never found any session boring. I mean, this was extremely engaging, educative, informative, in all aspects. I would say that every time there was a hands-on training, I felt empowered that, yes, I have learned something. It was so well organized, so in a beautiful pattern. I mean, there was step-by-step for everything, that why we are learning a particular tool. So there was a theoretical perspective, there was technical perspective, everything. We have benefited from the length and breadth of the knowledge of all the resource person engaged there. I mean, we have learned what not from how to create our MOOCs, insert learning, PPT techniques, then Menti, Google Attendance, MS Whiteboard, Join PD, Pearl Deck. The list just goes on. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sita ma'am. And special thanks to you for organizing such a wonderful program. Thank you so much.
Ma'am, I would
good
like
evening. Good evening, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, please. Hello. Good evening, ma'am. I am Dr. Sundara Pandian. First of all, I thank all of you for organizing such a nice webinar. Actually, we have learned a lot regarding that insert learning, LMS, Moodle and all. So it was very nice. So of course, we have to learn by practice. So if you help us for that also, if we have any problem in future, if you help us to clarify our doubts with you, so we will be very happy. So regarding Dr. Bakshi and Vimalra ma'am, so with their experience, they explained all. It was very nice, ma'am. Your lecture as well as our lecture was very much organized. We have learned a lot. You have shown that your experience. So it was very nice. Next, Arun sir, all your classes were very nice. So you motivated us. Actually, all your lectures were live. So we have learned a lot. I love your voice. So that commanding voice is there. So that is very important for teaching. So thank you so much, sir, Arun sir. Next, Sikta ma'am. Actually, great ma'am. In the young age, you are committed, dedicated. So you have answered for all our doubts. Even yesterday night by 10:30, we have sent a message in the WhatsApp as for how to upload our OBS video. Sondal madam answered immediately. So we disturbed a lot. So in spite of that, she guided us. So she is a very committed teacher. I wish her all the best in her future life. So once again, I thank all the organizers, all the seniors, Vimalra ma'am, Bakshi ma'am. So in future also, we expect such a FDP to enhance ourselves in online teaching. Thank you once again. Thank you so much.
Good evening, dignitaries. This is Sri Vidya. I'm a research scholar from KIT School of Management only. To begin with, many thanks to the team KSM and Guru Angad institutions for the meticulous planning and implementation, because the well-conceived thought has brought across a real flower which we all are holding today. Thanks to Professor Shikta ma'am, Vimal ma'am, Professor Bakshi, Professor Arun, and all resource person for this informative workshop. All sessions were professionally presented, and the best part was it was all conducted extremely timely. And I'm sure it will not be an exaggeration to compliment Team FDP for the chosen topics and the flow of sessions, which contained many unexposed and unexplored areas for us. Basically, as a teacher, we might not have known many of the things. So they brought across everything in a very designed way, in a very approachable and acceptable platter, and it was everything was hand-holded so properly to us that we have become really more confident and more resourceful today as an online or a e-teacher. So thanking again all the resource person, Team FDP, Shikta ma'am especially, and the co-participants for such a lovable partnership to learn and grow, carrying treasured memories and contact for life. Thank you.
Ma'am, may I?
Yes.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jyotirmay Raut. I'm a research scholar, and along with I'm a school teacher. That is, I'm from the KIET International School. I'm a PGT teacher. I'm completely speechless. That means what I can say. I don't know that I'm feeling very privileged to be the part of this FDP program, and especially the class of Arun sir, Sikta ma'am. I've enjoyed a lot. It's so interactive, and ma'am is just like my inspiration, and he's just like says is one man army, and I'm actually speechless to tell anything about this program, and it is very helpful for me to be a researcher and to be a teacher also, to address any of the issue that now the new economic policy have formulated. So thank you all, thank you organizer for giving this opportunity to us. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Ma'am, may I add something? I just lost my network. I want to say something on this platform. So I have been one of the most stubborn student in this entire FDP, and I kept on asking Shikta ma'am for more and more, that I want to learn something more, something new, and she handled me very patiently. And at the end of the FDP, I could say definitely it added a lot to my learnings. And I could see her hard work. She was working on WhatsApp groups in the night, replying after 12 to every query. Like a few of the learners raised the query, how to do insert learning, how to block the advertisements, or whatever queries were coming on the groups. She addressed each and every query. Learners were asking for the PPT repeatedly, and she sent the PPT many times. And that's so kind and patient of you, ma'am. So I also learned that from you, how to deal with stubborn students like me. Thank you so much.
Ma'am, may I? Hello. Ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Good evening,
Yes,
sir.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Sir, and all the resource persons are my colleagues. Actually, I was feeling very proud being a colleague of Sikta ma'am and a faculty of this university. That so many good comments are coming, and I actually personally I had the same feeling while going through this FDP. It was really very interesting in terms of learning as a teacher how to prepare the courses, how to design the PPTs and templates. At the same time, also, Sikta ma'am, we are learning how to organize FDP like this. I would say it is one of the best webinars or FDPs I have attended in my life. It is very well organized, very structured, very informative, and very impressive, very inspiring, and lots of learning we had. Thank you very much, and congratulations. Hello.
Yes, madam, go ahead.
Sir, I have finished. Was I audible or my voice broke?
No, it was okay. It was okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
If there is anyone who would like to say something, we can take some quick 1 or 2 views. Sikta, you can move on to the next agenda. It's already, yeah, please go ahead.
Good evening, everybody. Really, sir, it was really a very, very wonderful experience, especially for a person like me, sir, who has been away from academic for the past 4 years. But now after my passion was always there to come back and take classes, and this has really encouraged me, and I'm really looking forward. It's really been a very, very wonderful learning experience. Thank you, Sikta ma'am. Thanks the entire team for organizing such a wonderful FDP, and especially the topics that were chosen, that were really very good, ma'am. Very good in the sense that we were really lacking in such places where now we think we are confident enough to face the changing situations. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, Mr. Mohanty.
Namaste. I will first of all give a data proof organizing committee of KIET School of Management for organizing the content, the designing the course content, and a type of resource person they have invited. Really, it's a standard. You made a standard in organizing the online course. So far as boosting the knowledge is concerned, the pandemic made us learn how to go online, and you people along with the MHRD had make us learn how to deal the student and classroom. This effort of yours will add a lot of value in us. Last but not the least, I will give special thanks to Sikta madam for organizing so dedicatedly and so minutely, addressing each and everybody. Even in, I had also seen once morning that he had answered somebody else at night 1:30. That is what is her dedication. Hands up, Sikta madam. Thank you. All the best to all of the participants and Sikta madam. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, Sikta, now you can move to the next item in the agenda.
Sikta, you'll have to unmute yourself. Yeah.
Sikta, you unmute.
Thank you so much for all the appreciation which you have helped upon. I don't think to what extent I would request Director Sir, who has been the biggest strength and supporter in terms of conducting this program. Thank you so much, Director Sir. Thank you, Dean Sir. Thank you, Vimal ma'am, for being here and conducting this program throughout. I would request Director Sir to address our participants. Over to you, Director Sir.
Okay, I mean, very good evening to all of you. And it's always wonderful to hear the feedback from participants about a program that we conduct, because that is what ultimately matters to us. If like they say, the proof of the pudding is in the taste of the pudding, once it is taken. So I'm extremely delighted and actually grateful to all the participants for taking the program the way it has been taken. And I have also, in fact, I was thinking, what do I say in this kind of a program? In the very beginning, when we started the inaugural program, I did mention very briefly one thing, that the 7-day FDP is not going to be enough. You will get a taste of it. And the more and more we practice, then only we'll get adept at it. Because this environment is completely new for you, for us, for everybody. In fact, it was not that easy for us when we decided at the moment the pandemic struck that immediately we'll move to online. We asked teachers to immediately switch over to online thing. There were a lot of issues, bandwidth issues were there. You know, a lot of connectivity things are there, technical problems were there. And students had just reached their home, and at their home also there was the issue of bandwidth and technical issues were there. Nobody knew how it will actually pan out, because we have had this kind of experiments of holding some online webinars beforehand, but not in a scale that that we are having now. But fortunately, as they say, fortune always favors the brave. And when it is tough, the tough gets going. You know, these kind of things, these kind of quotes are not just quotes. These are our time to try those quotes, to put it into practice, to see. In fact, I remember while this timing of this particular webinar, this 7-day FDP program was discussed, at that time, I had my own reservations, a lot of discomfort, because we have so much thing in the agenda, in the college schedule agenda and all that. This session was about just beginning. We had a huge international conference requiring coordination with almost 200 speakers, and that happened just 28th, 29th. And then the first instinct was that can we choose a better time? Can we choose another time for conducting this kind of FDP? You know, as teachers, we have this mindset, you know, if there is a free time, that is the vacation time, that is the time for us to go for the FDPs, right? Normally you'll see in the month of May, June, FDPs are planned, or in the month of, in the winter vacation, FDPs are planned, summer or winter vacation. And otherwise faculties go in an isolated manner for one FDP or other. If faculty suppose is having off during a particular term, then that faculty goes for a long duration kind of a program. Scheduling in this kind of an environment where every day the classes go on from 9 o'clock right up to 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock in the night, almost every day, including Saturdays, and because there's no free time. In this kind of an environment, scheduling was a very big challenge. And but despite that, we took that step, you know, and I remember I'm thankful to Shikta for just pushing ahead with this. And probably behind Shikta, Bimal madam was also there to, coax her that you must have it now and all that. So I felt initially like a corner, like in a corner, you know, when the date came so fast and all that. How do I do it? And then how do we get the participants also? And you know, these are I'm sharing with you kind of challenges, because tomorrow the participants who are attending here, you are also faculty somewhere else. You'll face the same problem. I'm always frank with these kind of issues. You know, you'll face the same kind of problem. But the learning from here is this, that there is never a better time. You know, when you feel that something is important, just go ahead and do it. There will be problem, there will be crisis, internally we'll have issues, tension and all that. Forget everything at the end of the day. If you do it, if you are able to pull it through, then it is worth everything, every bit of tension, every bit of struggle, it is worth it. The day is met and you have a very, very peaceful sleep. What I am saying, that the current times, post-COVID world, what people are describing as a new normal is absolutely not just a disruption. It is not just another disruption. It is a fundamental disruption, which I always believe. I am firmly believing in this, and I'm writing about it always, that it is actually the dawn of a new civilization. It is, people don't realize now about this, what has happened actually, but this millennium started with 2020, not with 2000. Essentially, if you see, it has started with 2020. Because always there is a God's hand in everything, you know? Like a meteor fell and the dinosaurs, they vanished, right? We have all heard the dinosaur extinction story. You know, it was a God's hand which created that kind of thing. In our mythology, we have heard a lot of pralaya, those kind of tsunamis, which changed the whole human race and the course in which people have been moving, or a civilization have been moving in a certain path. The Westerners, they call it the Bronze Age, the Iron Age, and things like that. But trust me, it is a God's hand which creates a change. And this kind of change, no, it could never have become man-made. We always knew when internet came, when IT revolution came, when we saw that for the first time, the third industrial revolution came just 30 years after the second industrial revolution. We knew that, we knew that this is happening and something is going to change very much. The speed at which Google and Amazon and the companies like this, they almost took over e-commerce, replaced the standard commerce. We could see the pace of change. It was mind-boggling. When we all remember, we started with the blackboards, with the chalk in our hand, duster in our hand, and today we are walking gadget-free. Anything, nothing we have to hold because it is there. The internet classroom is already automated. Smart board is there. Everything is fitted there, and you have to just walk into the class, and you have to know that which button to press at what point of time. That's it, and everything is possible. And if right require physical page, demonstrated to you the whiteboard, the miracle of that whiteboard. We don't have to use actually ink pen. There are so many advancements of technology have happened, and what we have seen is nothing. It is actually 10% of what developments have already taken place in the scientific world. They are yet to come to the, to us. So to prepare for that kind of thing, probably we required a jolt like COVID-19, and it was God's hand which actually played here. And we landed, unfortunately, that God's hand has got into a little bit of controversy because of Nirmala Sitharaman's statement and how it has been picked up later. I will not use it that way or the Maradona way, but the fact is, it's a good hand of God. We have to believe in this. And in 2-3 months' time, maybe in 4 months' time, this corona thing will go away. But we have to believe that we cannot come back to the old system. There are certain concerns about how to take care of the health, how to take care of our movements, because in this kind of a situation, when we are taking sessions, we are actually mostly seated while we are taking the sessions. We are not standing. And that physical movement is not happening. But I am sure when we get back to our classrooms, we'll continue with this mode of teaching. Blended learning will become no longer a option. We can go for that, or some schools will go for blended learning. Some school will not go for blended learning. That option is gone. Now everybody is getting to, we know what's a studio, how to actually shoot out. If you see Bimal Madam's videos or Professor Bakshi's videos, I was seeing how picture perfect are they? How they have excelled in that kind of capacity, which we have to learn and we have to develop. And always remember, there is a journey, and a journey starts with the first step. So whether you are taking the first step or I am taking the first step or somebody is taking the first step, it's all the same. At the time of taking the first step, it will be difficult. When you take the 100th step, it will be much easier. And when you are actually run the 1,000-meter race or you have run that distance, then you know you are ready for the marathon, right? You can go anywhere. So I have a belief that all the participants who have come to this program have taken that first step in those 7 days. 7 steps you have taken. And these 7 steps are going to stay with you. Please keep on practicing this. This is going to be very helpful. And our university, our faculties, we consider it what we know, we must share with others. Knowledge is something which should be shared. And by sharing this community actually grows. And it spreads like if the statistics will be told by Bimal Madam to all of you, you will be astonished when it started and where it is now, in terms of numbers, numbers and the reach and all that. So this movement is like a seismic effect, right? So the seismic effect of GTD has reached us, and now the seismic effect from KIT University is reaching you. Okay, and then it will go again somewhere. So this will go on. These ripples will keep on spreading, and all our objectives are same. The sooner we adapt to this online methods, teachings, and innovate in this, everybody can innovate in this kind of platform. That's the beauty of it. Even many things are not explored. When I first learned the computers, the Microsoft Windows, and I was doing something, I was basically typing. Somebody came to me and he asked me, "Sir, do you know you can also do this? You can also do that?" Then I said, "How do I do?" Then he showed me a lot of things, lot of usages. And even now, when I explore the Windows Office package and all that, I see there are many areas I am still not explored. So there is something always in your hand. You know, you don't have to really wait for a faculty development program to actually practice. There are a lot of things which is not yet practiced, which is very much there at your fingertip. You know, please avail of that. That's my request to all of you. The more and more you use the keyboard, the more and more you use the whatever programs are available with you, you will become more and more comfortable and do extremely well. Once again, I would like to thank our knowledge partners, Vimal ji, and through her, the entire team back there. I would like to personally express my great satisfaction and happiness at having a faculty like Sikta in our team, who has been very patient to take a impatient person like me, you know, and so many questions and all that. But Sikta, you have done a great job. I'm really very grateful and thankful to you. And I am sure you will be doing many more things. I am very thankful to the entire team of finance area. You know, basically this is the initiative of Sikta. Sikta was taking the lead, but we have areas in our management school and finance and economics area, which is basically, you know, we have the dean also who belongs to that area, Professor S.N. Mishra, who will be speaking after me. So I congratulate the finance and economics area for conceiving this kind of a thing and giving leadership to Sikta to actually materialize it in this way. And wonderful session. And the kind of feedbacks that I have got today from many of the participants, it motivates us to do more. And trust us, we will be coming forward with more in consultation with you. And next time when we meet, we will meet in larger numbers. And a lot of my own faculties, they have said, had the timing been different, you would have joined. I have got that kind of message from everybody. But next time we'll see how we can time it in a manner that we accommodate everybody's interest. I'm very grateful to the inaugural dais, Professor Ved Prakash, Professor Bakshi, Professor Singh. You know, their presence made lot of difference. You know, had they not been there, we would not have believed in ourselves that we can actually pull it through. In fact, their belief in us made us, you know, work harder. You know, that's what happens when we give some assignment to our subordinates and we tell them, or our teams, our colleagues, junior colleagues, when we give them, we just stand by them. We are firm with them. We stand in the beginning. Then they will pull it through. That is what is my firm belief. And with this, I conclude my talk. I had not planned to actually, I had planned to only listen, but I just felt like sharing this much from my heart. So I shared. Thank you very much, Sikta, for giving me this opportunity, calling me for the validation.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for being here. Thank you. Now I would request Dean, sir, Professor S.N. Mishra. Dean, sir, please, if you can share a few words with our participants.
Good evening, friends. At the outset, I will like to place on record my deep sense of appreciation and satisfaction the way such an intense 7-day session, 7-day program on online learning, particularly on the nitty-gritty of online training and education, the way it has been conducted, it has been really heartwarming. I remember that in 1995, when I joined the Defense Ministry, Dr. Kalam was my boss. And whenever I used to go to his room, he would be at the computer and he would be looking for his mails. That was the time I hadn't really known how to use a computer. So I used to ask him, I said, sir, what are you doing with the computer? He said, you don't check your mails? He said, buddy, it's time you check your mails. Your old days are gone. It is the age of the internet. And he gave me a wonderful book. That was The World is Flat by Thomas Friedman. And he said, you must read this. How, you know, he says that when the Berlin walls went down, the windows came up. And how the power of internet has flattened the world. No longer the kind of knowledge monopoly that the advanced countries had is going to hold water now. Knowledge is available at the tip of the finger.
So I distinctly realized that someone who had his education about 4 decades back and now, as a teacher, I find online teaching to be a real challenge. And my deepest regret is that I couldn't be part of this 7-day program. I should have learned some of these techniques, and because these are very essential. People like me who use the board very regularly, how you use interactive whiteboards, how you use Moodle, how you use all these techniques are real challenges, irrespective of the age that you have. So I think, Sikta, you deserve enormous amount of credit, and our knowledge partners for bringing together such a splendid show. And the way the participants are also given that feedback, it is quite clear that it has been wonderfully scheduled, wonderfully thought through, and your involvement, your complete involvement in making this particular program real success goes without say. So, at the end, I would like to mention that, Kalam used to say that an ignited mind is more powerful than anything on the earth, over the earth, and under the earth. Remember this, friend, that whatever you learn, you become an ignited mind. But it is extremely important that whatever knowledge you have gained from this wonderful program, you need to sustain them. The biggest challenge is how you put them into practice. So that is, I think, the big challenge, and I'm sure you'll all take it up, in your future endeavor. Most of you are in the teaching faculty. Some of you are in the research domain, and this is something which is very important. At the end, I would like to mention that education basically stands on a tripod of equity, access, and excellence. And one of the major laments about India's education has been, both in the primary sector and the higher education sector, has been possibly the excellence aspect in education. So I think with online training, and as I mentioned, that the world has really become flat. Knowledge is available at your fingertips, and I'm sure India will become a real knowledge leader. Many countries that I have visited, they have become knowledge leaders, largely because they have invested very handsomely in technology and have tried to empower people with such technologies. And I'm sure this kind of initiatives, the webinars that we have, the kind of program that we have, are the right prelude, stepping stone to achieving a real enlightened India. Thank you, Sikta. Thank you, our knowledge partners, Kara, and all other, Dr. Julka, all these people, all our faculty colleagues, for the wonderful program that you have made, and made it a real memorable online journey. I wish next time we all meet, not virtually, but physically in this sylvan surroundings of KT University. You'll also get a glimpse of the wonderful campus that we have, which Professor Achyut Samant, our founder, has so beautifully nurtured and brought up. So I wish maybe next year we should meet. But this online journey, this online honeymoon with good teaching will continue. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dean sir, for your encouragement and your support. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Now I would request Dr. Bimal Ra ma'am, to address our participants.
Thanks, Dr. Shikta. Good evening, everyone. Most respected Dr. S.K. Mahapatra, Director, KSOM. Most respected Professor S.N. Mishra, Dean, KSOM. And all dear participants, and special thanks, first of all, goes to all the resource persons who have been part of this 1 week long FDP program, and that too in the online mode. And special thanks also goes to all the dignitaries in the inaugural session, right from Professor Ved Prakash, former chairman UGC, and Chancellor of KIT, and our mentor. There's a common connection point. Always we keep on getting blessings from him. Vice Chancellor, Pro Vice Chancellor, ma'am from KIT, and all other dignitaries from KIT. From my team, Professor Bakshi, Dr. Jaswinder Singh, and especially Dr. Arun Julka, who is now very much part of our team where we are taking these hands-on sessions. So the theme that we are taking is like in webinars, we touch upon the problems, the challenges, and how are the possible solution. And in workshops and faculty development programs, we are actually going into the hands-on activity. And in this particular FDP, which has been one of the 18th, just yesterday we started the 18th FDP. Special thanks goes to Dr. Shikta, who is, I will say, she was a learner in one of my FDPs in the initial time we started. And I will request all the participants to please put hands together and applaud for her. I think, sir, Director sir, if you have any issues, so the culprit is me, not her. So I will take regrets if there are any, because we are the team like looking that, okay, we have to reach nook and corner in India, and that rippling effect has to go into continuation. We cannot break it here, because the change which our team was working on from a decade, that please learn, we were giving some to us lunch also, aajao, seekh lo, but then thanks to Corona, that at least that receptiveness has come in our teaching community, that yes, technology is there. And now I think all of you will see the type of FDP programs which we initiate and take it further in collaboration with such premier institutions like KIIT. It is that we mean sincerity. The learning has to be ensured. It is not that whether it is in the online mode or the face-to-face mode. And I will also request all the university authorities, many senior respected professors from various universities are there. I think Professor Pandian from SRM University. Whenever now we are making the changes in the decision about how we implement the online courses, please, it is not an autoplay thing that you have a good quality video. Good quality video is definitely the basic essential requirement, but then the teachers who are empowered in these technologies, who know how to use these mix and match tools, and you have to become aware about more and more tools and implement it. It has to be till the last learner, the hand holding has to be done. And for this FDP, really kudos goes to Dr. Shikta for doing that on our behalf, that even in 1:30 in night, I could see the WhatsApp messages. Shikta, really you have taken the way we have evolved the FDP programs in online mode in this, and I'm really, really thankful to you for taking this further. And I will request all the participants, this 7 days is a beginning. We are there as a team. You join our Telegram, and we are also ready to collaborate with you wherever you want to take this further, because 15 lakh teachers is not a small number. It cannot be done by a handful persons from GIDTLC or premier institutions like KIIT. It has to be done with all of your effort. Each and every classroom has to be empowered with a blended learning, how the newer pedagogies, the flipped classroom model, what videos you can use, what mix and match tools you can use to learn and take those pedagogies which Bloom's taxonomy has been there for more than now around 100 years, and then we are not able to implement. Why the educationists are working in isolation, making papers and making that these are the good pedagogies. Come on, all subject teachers, we have to come together. We have to know the tools, we have to know the pedagogies, and we have to evolve our own pedagogies, because every regional requirement in our country is different. The learners are different, and that hand-holding has to come from all of you, dear teachers. And that's one request I would like to do on this. And special thanks again goes to entire KIT University, and especially the KIT School of Management, Director Sir, Dean Sir, for your cooperation, and we look forward for many programs with you together, sir. Very humble regards to all of you and all the participants. Join our team. We are a mad people team who are trying to make the transformation. Thank you, and all the best.
There is one more mention I forgot. I must mention there is a person who is one of our student who is behind the scene, behind Sikta supporting in technology. That is Rudra. Rudra, if you can come.
I will be. I mean, Rudra Mishra is in.
Can you switch on your video? I would like.
Yeah, we'd like to interact with you. Special thanks goes to you also. I know how much time and effort it takes at the background work.
Rudra, please come front.
And
Rudra,
good evening.
One more learning I would like to give you. Please be confident and be smiling even in spite of any challenges that you're having. And that is what we have to. Okay?
Good evening,
yeah,
ma'am.
Rudra, please.
Everyone.
Every moment he was with me. Whenever I want, we both of us start working at dead of 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, we were working. So a special thank to Rudra for being with me whenever I was.
I think for Rudra also
Well
applause.
done, Rudra, well done.
Yeah, the
you so
entire
much.
background team,
Much,
I think, yeah, really amazing work that you have done.
I really
and
feel
please
lucky to
doing
work
this
for you.
further.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It really means a lot to work for you, ma'am.
God bless you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, everyone.
God bless
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you so much. Thank you all the participants. So I am failing of words. So we have approached the tail end of this program on the advanced technique on designing MOOCs. And it won't do justice without the mention of some of the dignified names who covered an extra mile to make this program a great success. First of all, with my heartfelt gratitude, I would like to thank all the participants who have come over here and bestowed their trust upon us. Dr. Pandyan, who is a doctor. We have Anuja. Yes, I can remember Anuja. Initial moment we had some kind of change of thoughts when she was sharing that, ma'am, I think this is just like a usual FDP. But at the end of the FDP, I got a different kind of response. So she was one of the most critical participant of my FDP journey. And when you receive an applaud from the critical participant, then that shows the progress which has been done by the entire team.
Remember, Sikta, critics are your best friends.
Yes,
Always remember.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. That is why I am extending my heartiest thanks to Anuja. There was Dr. Garima, there was Sunil sir, there were Shailaja sir, ma'am. So many more participants. There was Deepshika ma'am. So all other participants, every nook and corner of India, from east, from west, from south. So it was really, I'm grateful for bestowing the trust upon us and to carry it forward. Above and beyond, I extend an extreme honor of obligation to a visionary man like Dr. Saroj Mahapatra sir, whose motivational approach geared the pearl perspective of this program. Thank you, sir. I would also like to extend my support. I rather thank you, Dean sir. Thank you so much for always being there with me and supporting me. I would like to thank Ashok sir especially for taking out his time when I asked him, sir, could you please take a session for me? He has extended his heartfelt hands in order to come forward and help me and encouraging me. I would like to acknowledge all our esteemed resource person, and each and every resource person have put up their effort, without whom it not have been possible to take the program and for a big success. I would like to thank my finance team, especially Professor Praveen Mohanty sir, Professor Chandrabhanu sir, Professor Saroj Rautrai sir, Professor BCM Patnaik sir, Professor KK Rai sir, And yes, special thank to Professor Ipshita Naik. She had helped me in every moment when I needed her. I thank all my student volunteers. Govind, Govind, are you here? Jyoti,
Yes, ma'am.
Simi, Raj, Priyanka, they have been my
Yes.
support during this time. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you,
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
for all the support. So I express a special recognition to all of our participation and persistent patience throughout the event that has led to this beautiful conclusion. So first of all, let us have a very big round of applause for all the lovely people out here for your extended cooperation, support, and the bright ideas which has come upon during this 7-day FDP program. Thank you all the participants who have been here along with us for the last 7 days. At last, reach for the stars, dream for tomorrow, and live for today. With that, I am really feeling very sad that we are coming an end to such a lovely journey of this FDP program. I wish you all the best, and I hope we'll meet in some other platform with some other endeavor, and there's the knowledge, the sharing should go on in this moment. And Professor Arun Julkar has been a biggest support whenever he has been asked. I requested him, sir, this session there was some issues, so he extended his help and he came forward to take the session. And there was a great learning from Dr. Arun Julkar, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for being here. Thank you so much. Thank you, Bimal ma'am, for your lovely support and your guidance. It means a lot. Thank you so much, sir.
Shikta, I would like to add thanks goes to Ministry of Education, Government of India for giving us support for this center, because this unique opportunity that we could get as academician is something that is a lifetime opportunity we have got to serve our fellow colleagues. And thanks to my technical team, especially Mohit, who is also working round the clock because all the teething problems and all the back front at my team, they are doing. So special thanks goes to all of them. And again, all the participants, see you tomorrow anywhere in any, we are going to have many programs, and tomorrow also we are starting one FDP on Teachers C-Kit. If you want to develop open educational resources, work as a group, and also use it for your own teaching learning, I am starting, that is all 5 days I'll be taking as the main resource person. The concept I shared with you in one of my sessions, integrating pedagogy, subject, and ICT tools, and how flipped learning can be implemented in each and every classroom. So we have started working on that, and we wish to see cooperation from all. So thank you everyone, and thank you Shikta again, and thanks to Director Sir and Dean Sir. I think it's a really good association that through this program we have formed, and we will look forward to take it further, sir. Yeah, thank you.
If you don't, all the participants, if we can take a group photograph.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You can take this
how the transition has taken.
Please send us the group photo, ma'am.
Sure, sir. You can turn on your camera. Nice to see you all after 7 days.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you and bye-bye everyone. Thank you.
Thomas, screen share कर दीजिए. Screen share कम कर दीजिए. Thomas, screen.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Sikta ma'am, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Fine, Sikta ma'am, thank you.
Thank you so much, Sikta ma'am.
Thank you
Sikta
so
ma'am,
much.
thank you.
Thank you, Sikta madam. Thank you.
Sikta ma'am, do you know Vibhuti? Vibhuti Pradhan. When you were a guest faculty at Utkal University, he was your student there, ma'am.
Okay, sir.
Now he is at Balangir Rajendra College and he is my colleague.
Okay, sir.
So he was telling about you that you are a fantastic teacher.
Thank you so much. But all of you, really, it's till now I'm not able to get the actual. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
Please continue WhatsApp group 2 more days, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm continuing because we will have a session flexibility learning regarding some of the doubts which I are having.
Madam, যদি ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କର contact ଆମକୁ ଟିକେ share କରି ଦିଅନ୍ତେ ଭଲ ହୁଅନ୍ତା.
Sure, sir. I will be doing.
Participant ମାନଙ୍କର contacts ଟା details ଟା ଟିକେ share କରି.
Sure, sir. Sure. Thank you so much.
Ma'am.
Thank you so much.
This session over.